Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fantasy Football. Some Week 12 action today as the Rogues head underground to the city of Mirabar, where we will face off against the Miners, a team that we saw last year. They have made some strides this year, and they are going to be a much more formidable opponent than we saw last time. The Miners dropped a game last week, 22-21, to the Manshaka Tigers, and that snapped a 5-game winning streak. They come into this one at 6-4, currently leading the North Division, and so they will be definitely a test for the Rogues, as there is Alex Appleseed, the reigning MVP, Sylvester Gordon, Damian Bennett, and the rest of the offense have really been clicking to start out games. We've been the best first quarter team in the league, and Ken Stonewall and the Mirabar defense will be tasked with slowing down the Rogues' attack. Now, the Rogues are outscoring everybody in the first quarter, but we have been a little bit susceptible in the second halves of games as we've been struggling to close games out this season. Despite our 7-2-1 record, we have lost the second half more often than we've won it on this regular season. That is a trend that we would like to reverse as we head into the home stretch of this season. In a game today that could have playoff implications. The Rogues on the road. We will select tails as we do. We have won the toss. It is a dome stadium, so there's no wind to speak of. We will kick it away to the Miners to start this one. And here is Danilo Fantone to get things started. Another look at the standings in the Sword Coast Division. Waterdeep, winners earlier today. They have improved to 7-4. Baldur's Gate at 6-5 in third place. And the Rogues leading the division at 7-2-1. And here's the kickoff. It should be returnable for Indica Wallace. He will take it from the 10-yard line and tackled as he crosses the 20 by Otis Spuds. They'll start at the 24. A lot of continuity from last season to this one for Mirabar. They're trotting out mostly the same offensive starters. Nifty Johnson, the quarterback. Tiki Barber lined up behind him at tailback in the I formation. And he will get the toss on the right side on the first play of the game. Finds the edge, and a nice run for Barber. Hit hard by Justice Bunn. But that's going to be a gain of about 7 yards. It gets it to the 31-yard line. Pretty good start from Mirabar's offense, as they had good blocking there on that right side. And there we can see Ozymandias and Indica Wallace lined up as wide receivers. They will send Wallace in motion and Johnson back to pass. Pressure coming now, and hit as he throws. They're going to say incomplete. That arm was going forward, as he had pressure from Gerard Tumbleweed right up the middle, but now it'll be 3rd down and 3. And on 3rd down, they will toss it to Barber on the left. Barber can't find the edge. A great play by Justice Bunn, making the tackle as he blew up a blocker and came across the face of Tiki Barber, taking him down for a 1-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down now. And they will bring out Derek Ulrich to punt. So a great stop by Justice Bunn, and Daggerford's defense gets off the field in 3 plays, a 3-and-out for Mirabar to start this one. Not a good sign for them. As we've mentioned, the Rogues, a fast-starting team, would love to score some points here on our opening drive, as Kevin Rhombus will call for a fair catch at the 23, and that is where Alex Appleseed and company will start. Looking to get another first drive touchdown. Appleseed will come out, Bennett behind him, and he will run the play fake. Appleseed now rolling out to the right. He's got pressure, and he's going to be sacked on the first play of the game. Coming around the end that time was Kennard Lang, and taking Appleseed down for a 7-yard loss. Looked like that play was a little slow to develop, as we had a little miscommunication on the fake handoff. Looked like it might have slowed Appleseed down. And now we've backed up to our own 15-yard line here on 2nd and 17. Appleseed looking for Buckshank over the middle. He's got him, and that will get those sack yards back as he takes it to the 25. And that'll set us up with a 3rd down and 8. And Appleseed now will come out of the empty backfield on 3rd down. He goes back to pass. Bennett's wide open over the middle, and that's going to be an easy 1st down as he takes it across the 40. Another reception for Damian Bennett, and the 3rd down conversion for the Daggerford Rogues. The Rogues, the best team in the league at converting 3rd downs at more than 50%, largely thanks to the accurate throwing of Alex Appleseed. Here's the first run of the game. It'll be a handoff to Bennett on the right side, and he hurdles a defender and picks up a solid gain. Call it about 9 yards, maybe 10, as he's going to be close to the 1st down marker. They will call him just short. But some great blocking on that one sprung the hole for Bennett, and that gets it to midfield. Now, at 2nd down and inches, we can call just about any play in the playbook. We've got Lunch Pail lined up as the tailback, and Appleseed will go back to pass, floating it out to the left for Buckshank, and he's got it! A great catch! Breaks a tackle, and inside the 10-yard line, finally taken down by Bobby Barndor, the safety, at the 8-yard line, and Ozymataz Buckshank picking up right where he left off last week. Buckshank had 7 receptions last week, including 2 touchdowns, and really that kind of undersells the performance that he had, as he was just unbelievable against Neverwinter, and a huge reception there, setting up the Rogues to score once again on the first drive of the game. Bennett taking it off the right side, untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Rogues. An 8-yard run for number 8, Damian Bennett, and once again the Rogues have scored on the opening drive. Well, apart from that first play when Appleseed was sacked for a 7-yard loss, just perfect execution by Daggerford, marching right down the field and getting it into the end zone, as we have done so many times to open up the game. Fantone puts the extra point through. The Rogues lead 7-0. Now Mirabar is definitely carried by their defense. As the Miners very, very stout against both the run and the pass, but Daggerford looking like world beaters. Our offense is one of the most well-oiled machines there is. Here is Fantone booting it into the end zone. Wallace will take a knee. After a touchback now, they will start at the 20-yard line. Nifty Johnson and company looking to answer. They went 3 and out last time, and the defense conceded a touchdown to the Rogues. He'll start out in the I formation. Handoff Barber, left side. Tiki Barber taken down by Cobweb. What a play by Travis Cobweb. And Tiki Barber not showing off very good field awareness that time, as he kind of ran right into the tackle. Gained about a yard when it looked like he might have had some room off that left side, but couldn't pick up much. Now on 2nd and 9, Johnson will go back to pass, looking left and deep, and knocked away. Cobweb again. The second straight play, Travis Cobweb has made something happen. Cobweb got off to such a shaky start at the beginning of the season, but he has really turned it around and has been playing very good football for the last few weeks. Now they will be backed up into a 3rd down and 9. Johnson will come out of the shotgun, and he goes back to pass, looking off to the right. Knocked away by Ilko, and another 3 and out for the defense. And here is Ulrich to punt it away for the 2nd time. Rhombus back for the return on 4th and 9. The kick is angled toward the sidelines off to the left. Rhombus will get it and scamper across the 40, hit hard by a couple of Miners. But we will start at the 43. This is going to be great field position for Daggerford. First down, we will hand it to Bennett, and he has nowhere to go. Tracked down in the backfield by Brian Screws. That play loses 2. 2nd and 12, we will start from the shotgun. Appleseed going back to pass, looking for Gordon on the right side. He's got it, but can't stay in bounds. Appleseed led him just a little bit too much toward the sidelines, and now it'll be 3rd down and 12. On 3rd and 12, we will start from the shotgun. Appleseed will go back to pass, and he is going to try to run with it now. He's got tons of room off the right side, across midfield, and close to a 1st down. I think they're going to mark him just about a yard short, though. And now at the 48-yard line of Mirabar, we've got a bit of a decision to make here. And we will bring out Fred Pantoliano to try to pin him deep. So we don't want to give him the ball right at midfield, but it's a fake. We give it to Cheesesteak, and he's got it! 1st down on the fake punt. A direct snap to the fullback, Jamar Cheesesteak, and the Rogues move the chains and hold on to the ball. The fake punt works. They were not suspecting that at all, and we will keep the offense on the field. And on 1st down here, we will hit him with a run on the right side, and Bennett is clobbered in the backfield. A big hit that time by Brian Buckthorn, the outside linebacker. Venting some of his frustrations there that Mirabar was not able to get off the field on that fake punt. 2nd down and 11 here. Appleseed will go back to pass. Rolling out left now, and he's got room to run again. He's going to pull it down, but chased down from behind. Lars Schmetterling making the tackle. Appleseed will gain about 5 yards, as he was able to turn the corner that time, and now that'll set us up with a 3rd down and 5. 1st down marker at about the 34-yard line. Appleseed and company, 3 wide receivers in. Buckshank split out wide to the right. He will go back to pass. Pressure now. He gets it away for Buckshank, and a nice catch. A money play by Ozymataz Buckshank, as he was covered well that time by Tony Beckham. But he out-muscled him to the ball, and Buckshank just has that ability to use his size to shield the defender from making the play. Sort of like a basketball rebounder. And now here on 1st down and 10, Appleseed will go back to pass again, looking off to the left, and pulls it down now, and he can't get it away. I was trying to get it to Bennett in the flat that time, but Appleseed scrambled a little bit too early, kind of ran into the pass rush. That play did not work. The 2nd sack of the game for the Miners defense, and that's a loss of 9. It'll push us all the way back to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and very long upcoming. Rogues would love to make something happen and take advantage of the successful fake punt on this drive. But we are in bad position now as Bennett taken down to the backfield again. That's Kennard Lang making the play. A loss of 3. And now it's 3rd and 22. Rogues are going the wrong way. We are retreating back toward midfield. And now we've got 3rd and forever. Appleseed going back to pass here. And he's going to dump it off for Lunchpail. Lunchpail going to get us back into field goal range at least. And that'll work. We will send out Danilo Fantone to try the 3-pointer. Because it looked like the defense that time was hanging back in a prevent, trying to keep us from going over the top and converting the first down, but we will take the yards and make it a 46-yard attempt for Fantone in the dome conditions. No wind, no excuses. The kick is up, and it is good. That'll extend the lead to 10-0. 8-play, 26-yard drive, taking advantage of the good field position after the punt return by Kevin Rhombus. A minute 29 to go in the first quarter. The Rogues in command of this game. Fantone boots it deep and to the sidelines. Wallace with nowhere to go. He is hit hard by Otis Spuds. The hit stick that time at the 17. Mirabar has had the ball twice, and they have gone 3 and out both times. Looking to do a little better. This time they've got the ball. 1st and 10. Play fake, looking left. Knocked away. Incomplete. Justice Bunn on the coverage. Got a hand on that pass. 2nd down and 10. Defense shifting around. Johnson back to pass. We bring the blitz, and they pick it up. He looks left. Caught. Washingbeard, but out of bounds, they say. Ooh, and I'm surprised they don't challenge that call, as it looked to me like he might have had both feet in, but pretty tough to overturn that, and they will stick with a 3rd down and 10. The Rogues going for our 3rd straight 3 and out. Johnson back to pass. He has all day and intercepted. He threw it right to lefty Washington, and Washington made the play and returns it to the 20-yard line. Johnson didn't see him at all over the middle of the field. He was camped out right there, right in front of that route. And it's looking like it could be a long day for the Mirabar Miners as the Rogues are all over him to start this one. Dominating on offense and defense. Trying to get back into the end zone here. Bennett, right side, and he will pick up 8 yards on 1st down. Some great blocking over there for him. And as the clock dwindles down on the first quarter, the Rogues in position to add to the lead. 10-0 already. And we're going to run the same exact play. Bennett, right side, tracked down in the backfield. Great play that time by Brian Buckthorn, just shooting through the gap and taking him down for a loss. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 now. This could be the last play of the first quarter. Appleseed with the play fake, looking underneath for Buckshank, and he's got it at the 6-yard line. The Rogues move the chains. And that will bring us to the end of 1. The Rogues leading 10-0 with the ball at the 5-yard line and a 1st down and goal. Looking like a team on a mission to start this game. We will hand it to Bennett on the right side, trying to bounce it out, and there was a corner out there. That was Nate Yee making the play for no gain. 2nd and goal. Appleseed going back to pass, looking for Bennett on the right. He's got it, and Bennett into the end zone. Touchdown, Rogues. The 2nd touchdown on the day for Damian Bennett. This one through the air. And they left him open in the flat that time, and Appleseed just picked him apart. 17 straight points to start the game for Daggerford, taking advantage of the interception by lefty Washington, the short field, just a 19-yard drive, and we now are in command firmly, 17-0. And another deep kick from Fantone, this one into the end zone. We'll see if Wallace brings it out. He will not, and they'll start from the 20 once again. The Rogues have scored every time we've touched the ball, and Mirabar has failed to convert a single 1st down all game long. Now the Rogues are going to stack the box here on 1st and 10. It's a toss play to Tiki Barber, left side, and nowhere for him to go as Tyler Boomstick comes up and clogs up the hole, limiting him to a short gain. Look at the offensive production, and it is not pretty for the Miners as they have got just 8 yards on 10 plays. Johnson back to pass. We blitz the corners. He looks out left. Caught! Washingbeard stays in bounds and takes it up to the 40, and finally the Miners have a 1st down. We blitzed both of the corners that time, and he had just enough time to find the open man in the flat. Now they will come out with a bunch formation. We bring the blitz again. Johnson pulling it down to run, and look at nifty Johnson go. A nifty run as he takes it across midfield to the 47. The 2nd straight 1st down for the Miners. Johnson not known as a great running quarterback, but showing the guile to know when to pull it down right there as he had pressure coming and picked up the 1st down. And now Barber up the middle, and finally they give him a hole. He'll pick up about 8 yards. A nice run. And suddenly Mirabar's offense is cooking. on first down, they will give it to Barber again. And again, it's well blocked. He will pick up the first down, a gain of 4 or 5 to the 35 of the Rogues. That will get them right on the edge of field goal range. Their kicker is Bucky Armstrong, my arch nemesis from season 1. The worst person in the entire world, but he does have a very strong kicking leg. Johnson back to pass here on first down. Pressure coming now. The ball is out, but they say an incomplete pass as Seamus Gilhooly got the pass rush that time and hit him on the arm as he tried to release the ball. Ooh, look at Johnson's stats today. 1 of 8 for 18 yards and a pick. That's not good, ladies and gentlemen. That is a bad stat line. The Rogues pass defense getting it done so far, and now he will look out left, but out of bounds, incomplete. Tiki Barber, he didn't have a ton of room over there on the left side, but couldn't haul that one down in bounds. And now a big third down here as the Miners would love to at least get a couple more yards for Armstrong. We'll see what they do. Johnson back to pass, looking left. He's got Washingbeard open, and he'll catch it, but go out of bounds as Rhombus was right behind him. That's a 6-yard gain. It'll set up a 4th and 4. And they will bring out Armstrong to attempt the 46-yard field goal. I wouldn't be surprised if they faked it, though. Polamalu ready. And the kick is up, and it's right down the middle. Bucky Armstrong converting on the field goal, and that'll make it 17-3. The Miners are on the board. Don't call it a comeback quite yet. They have shown that they are not going to go down quietly. The offense putting together a nice drive there. Now it's the Rogues' turn to answer as Otis Spuds will take this one from about the 6, and he runs right into another huge hit. Number 52 there just decleated him at the 29. Once again, a look at the offensive production. The Rogues with 121 yards on 19 plays, averaging well over 6 yards per play. On first down and 10 here, Appleseed going back to pass. He's going to air it out for Tugboat on the left side, and knocked away. Good coverage that time by Terrell Baldwin. Got to keep him honest by trying a deep shot every now and again. That was a pretty good look as we had the speedy Tugboat in single coverage. And now on second down and 10, we will try Bennett on the left, and a good block downfield by Cheesesteak will spring him for about a 4-yard gain. 3rd and 6, and the Miners defense would love to be able to get off the field here. It will come out of the empty backfield. Appleseed going back to pass. They do not bring much of a pass rush, and Sandman's wide open on the right. He's got it! A first down all the way to the 36. They left Tim Sandman wide open on the corner pattern, and there was nothing they could do. Appleseed once again having a monster first half. I really hope you've got him in fantasy football. Wait, this is fantasy. I've got him in. What am I talking about? It's first down and 10, and we're coming out of the bunch formation. He goes back to pass. And nobody open. He's going to look across the middle, and incomplete. Sandman hit hard. A bad pass that time by Appleseed. And I think that's the first time we've said that all game, a bad pass by Appleseed. That's what's known as a hospital pass, when you lead your receiver right into a ginormous hit. We'll see how Sandman recovers from that one as he is getting some smelling salt treatment on the sidelines, and a lesser restoration spell being cast on him. And now we give it to Bennett again, and pretty good blocking off the right side. He will rumble forward for a gain of about 5. And it's going to be third down again. The Rogues 4 of 6 on third downs thus far. He's got 2 wide receivers off to the left side, and it looks like we might have Gordon singled up against a linebacker. We do. We're going to go for him, and he's got it. Gordon inside the 10-yard line, as they tried to have Brian Screws, the outside linebacker, cover the speedy wide receiver, Sylvester Gordon, and that was just a mismatch, making it easy for Appleseed. For the 3rd time in this game, the Rogues have the ball inside the 10-yard line of Mirabar. They've overloaded the right side. We're going to try to hit him with a counter to the left. Bennett cutting it up, and he will not get very far. Good tackle that time by Screws as he gains just about a yard. Second down and goal. We're going to come out with 2 tight ends. Lunchpail in the backfield and Appleseed back to pass. And now he is looking for somewhere to go with it. He dumps it off to Lunchpail, and that will get them closer to about the 3. 3rd and goal, just over 4:20 to go in the second quarter, and we will come out again from the 2 tight end package. Bennett, the deep back. He gets the call on the right. Bennett trying to stretch the play, and he gets in. Touchdown, Damian Bennett, his 3rd of the first half. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the extra point upcoming to try to make it 24-3. There we can see some scores. The Space Hamsters have won again. That moves them to 6-5. They defeated the Roosters 26-17. And Danilo Fantone's extra point here is good. That'll make it 24-3. This looked like a pretty evenly matched game on paper heading into it, but the Rogues are quickly turning this one into a blowout, as it has been an uncompetitive first half. Mirabar is just, well, we're taking it to them at their own home stadium. I think this offense really likes playing in the dome. The controlled conditions, and there is Wallace getting hit hard at the 19-yard line. But the controlled conditions of the dome have been conducive for the passing attack of Alex Appleseed. Not having to worry about the elements. He has been pinpoint. Now Johnson looking to run again, and he'll pick up a couple of yards on the design quarterback keeper. We are inside 4 minutes to go now in the first half. 50 Johnson and company trying to turn their fortunes around. He will go back to pass, looking left, and nearly intercepted. Breaking on the ball that time was Bunn. He got a hand on it. They were trying to get it to Wallace on the short pass, but nothing doing there, and now it'll be third down once again, and the Miners are 0 for 4 on third downs thus far. Defense coming out in the dime package, and Johnson back to pass, looking left, and knocked away, and nearly intercepted. That was Boomstick, the safety, breaking on the pass, and he got a hand on it first. Yet another 3-and-out for the Miners. They will send out Derek Ulrich once again to punt it away. Kevin Rhombus back for the return. And the kick is a high one. Rhombus will take it from about the 43, trying to find some room off the right side, and gets it almost up to midfield. The Rogues with great field position once again, trying to add to the 24-3 lead. And what's more, we will get the ball to start the second half. This could be a Leach Ingram game. We get to see Leach. So now Appleseed airing it out again for Tugboat on the left, and he's got it at inside the end zone. Touchdown as he dragged the defender for the score. Another bomb over the top for Craig Tugboat. And they keep leaving him in single coverage, and now they're going to challenge the ball spot here, as it looked to me like his knee might have been down before he crossed the plane. Let's take another look at it. As the tackle applied, and I mean, to me it looks like that's a touchdown. I don't think that we're looking at the left butt cheek whenever that comes down. I think the ball was across the plane when that happened. Let's see what the referee says here. Oh, they overturn it. All right, well, they take the touchdown away from Tugboat. Instead, it will just be a long bomb completion. And first and goal here. We're going to run the quarterback sneak, and we get it right in anyway. Doesn't matter. Alex Appleseed getting it done on the QB sneak. Uncontested into the end zone, and it is 30-3. Most explosive first half we have ever seen from the Daggerford Rogues. We're running up the score at this point. Might need to put the brakes on a little bit. As Fantone for the extra point, and it is a 4-touchdown lead for Daggerford in the first half. A kickoff from Fantone should be returnable for Wallace. He will take it from the 8-yard line, looking off that left side, and hit as he crosses the 25. So after the quick touchdown from Daggerford, Mirabar now down by 28 points. Their backs against the wall with 2:47 to go in the first half. And Johnson will go back to pass to start this drive, looking off to the right. Caught for Wallace across the 30, and call it a gain of about 5 on first down. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4, and they will come out once again with 3 wide receivers. Johnson in the shotgun, looking over the middle. Caught, no, dropped by Washingbeard as lefty Washington applied the hit and jarred the ball loose. Another third down opportunity. See if Daggerford can get him off the field once again. Mirabar has not converted a third down thus far in the game. Single back formation, and they will hand it to Barber, and Gilhooly stops him in his tracks right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be 4th down, and they will have to punt it away. This punt will take place with 2 minutes to go in the half, as we have just hit the 2-minute warning. The Rogues will have a chance to try to run a 2-minute drill, and we will try to keep our foot on the gas, at least in the first half. Rhombus calling a fair catch now at the 33. On 1st and 10, Appleseed looking outside for Eel. They brought the cornerback blitz, and Eel got it, and he's out of bounds at the 45. A first down for Daggerford to start the drive. Appleseed 12 of 15 in this game for 220 yards. He has led the league in yards per attempt, and really just adding to it right now, as he has been dominant so far in this one. Just completing passes at will, and now he will throw it out toward the sidelines for Sandman, and what a catch, but way out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 upcoming. 2nd and 10, and they will come out in a 3-4 defense. 3 down defensive linemen here. Appleseed will go back to pass, and he is going to look for Gordon on the right. Late throw, though, and that won't get very far, as we will have it at the 50-yard line, and Appleseed will get everybody back up to the ball. We're going to run a little no huddle here with a minute and a half to go in the half, and a 3rd down and 5 now. Appleseed changing the play. We're going to send Bennett off to the right. And on 3rd and 5, going back to pass, looking over the middle for Buckshank, and he's got it! Another 1st down to the 35-yard line, and we're going to keep running that no huddle, as I think the defense is still in their base package. A whole lot of linebackers out there to try to cover all of these great receivers, and we will send Bennett and Buckshank out, split out wide. Appleseed sending Bennett off to the left side here, working out of the shotgun. He will go back to pass. Now looking for Sandman on the left. Can he haul it in? He can! A catch at the 10-yard line, and the clock running now, and we are going to call a timeout with 55 seconds to go and the ball at the 10-yard line. When is it too much? We have the potential to go up by 5 touchdowns to go into halftime. Run the play action fake here, and Appleseed rolling to the right, and he's going to pull it down and look for Gordon. Nearly intercepted, as that was a ill-advised throw there by Appleseed going across his body. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and goal. Appleseed with 3 wide receivers in. He will go back to pass, looking for Tugboat, left side. He's got it at the 1-yard line again. The 2nd time Tugboat has hauled in a pass right there at the 1. Now on 3rd down and goal with 30 seconds to go in the first half. We will come out in the heavy package here and give it to Bennett on the right. And he's in easily, his 4th touchdown of the first half. Damian Bennett getting it done today. I hope you've got him in fantasy. My goodness, the stat line he must be putting up. I believe that's it might be the 3rd. I don't know. I lost count at some point, but we got him in. Scored the touchdown, and now it's 37-3. My goodness. I thought this was going to be a close game. I really studied up on the matchup. I made sure that we had the right game plan, and my God, has it paid off. Daggerford is absolutely clobbering the Mirabar Miners, 38-3, and I think Alex Appleseed has earned the 2nd half off. A look at the halftime stats. It has been a one-sided affair. The Rogues with 311 yards of total offense, and the Miners with 65. We will get the ball to start the 2nd half. Otis Spuds taking it from the goal line, looking out the left side now. He's got room to run and takes it across the 30. Good blocking on that return. That will set up Leach Ingram and company at the 31. Leach is going to get her first extended action of the season. I can't wait to see what she does. It's always an adventure with number 69 under center. 1st down and 10, we will hand it to Bennett. Bennett trying to cut it left, and a huge hit right there in the hole. That was Willie Blades, the defensive tackle, making the stop, and now it'll be 2nd and 11. Well, the Miners have been doing a pretty good job at limiting Damian Bennett today. He's averaging just about 2 yards per carry, which is kind of in line with his season average. It's been a pretty disappointing season running the ball for Bennett, but he does have 4 touchdowns on the day, so he can't be too upset about his performance. And now Leach is going to pull it down and try to run. Here goes Ingram, the wheels, and a nice gain. She will pick up about 8 yards. Leach, of course, an undead lich who just has doesn't know how to spell, and that's why it's Leach. On 3rd and 3, she will go back to pass here and try to pull it down to run again, and stopped behind the line. I think they will give a sack to Ken Stonewall that time. So Ingram couldn't find anybody downfield and got taken down for a 2-yard loss. And finally, Mirabar's defense gets a stop, albeit with the backup quarterback in. Fred Pantaleano will come in to punt it away. And ooh, what a gorgeous kick. This one is long and deep, and it's going to be fielded right at the sidelines by Wallace. Tries to cut it back in, but he will be down inside the 20-yard line. Beautiful job there by Pantaleano. Man, that kid can kick the ball. He's just got an absolute rocket of a right foot. So Mirabar to start this 2nd half. We will see what they can do. They hand off to Tiki Barber on the right side, and he is stopped by Lefty Washington right at the line. I'll bring up a 2nd and 10. And once again, we look at the total offense. The Miners have not been able to throw the ball at all today. 29 yards through the air in the first half. Johnson looking deep off to the right side this time. And a great play to swat it out of the air. Lamar Ilko on the great coverage. This is the best that the Daggerford pass defense has pretty much ever looked. Doing this despite not getting much of a pass rush on the day. We're just covering receivers downfield, and all of the defensive backs have been making plays today. Great development on that side of the ball as Johnson going back here and knocked away, nearly intercepted. So once again, there was great coverage downfield, and that time it was Rhombus and Cobweb that both had great positioning. Yet another 3 and out for Mirabar. Just a total dud of a game from their offense. They have done nothing, and they should feel bad about their awful, awful performance. They're just puking all over the field today as this punt will go out of bounds and about the 45. You can't really say much good about the defensive performance by Mirabar also, as they have been unable to cover Daggerford's receivers all game long. Here we will try Bennett on first down, and he takes it to midfield. You got to figure that Mirabar will see a steady diet of Damian Bennett and perhaps Mike Lunchpail as well. Here in this second half, they are down by 1,000,000 points, and we are just trying to grind it out at this point. So we try Bennett on the left now, and Bennett will cut it up and pick up about 3. That will set up a 3rd down and 3 from the 47-yard line. Leach will line up under center here with 2 tight ends in. And we will run the play action, and Leach trying to get it out to Cheesesteak, and he cannot hang on to it. That was a catchable ball laid in there perfectly by Ingram, but Cheesesteak has stones for hands, as we've seen many times. And so we failed to convert on the 3rd down. We will send in Pantaleano to punt it away once again. Punting from inside their territory. He will be angling for the sidelines here. And this punt is going to land inside the 5. We'll see what happens here. It lands off of Sweeney, and it's going to be downed at the 5. Perfect play there by Onsen Sweeney, getting a hand on the punt. Or perhaps it hit him in the back, something like that. But we've backed him up at the 5-yard line. They will try Barber on first down here, and he has some room to run. For the first time in a long time, he picks up about 6 yards there to the 11. At this point in the game, it's all about moral victories for the Mirabar Miners, as their chances of winning this game are just about nothing. I mean, say what you want about a 28-3 lead, but a 38-3 lead is all but insurmountable. So they will go for Barber on the right again, and he is taken down at about the line of scrimmage. For them, you know, they are 6-4. As we mentioned, they had their 5-game winning streak halted last week, and really just needing to find some things to work on in the home stretch of their season as they try to make the playoffs. Here's Barber on the right side. He'll pick up the first down, scoots around the edge, and tracked down by Boomstick at the 25. 1st and 10 here. Defense in a nickel package, and they will send Wallace in motion off to the right side. 3 down linemen for the defense, and they will hand it to Barber up the middle, and it's clogged up. Lefty Washington making the tackle right at the line. He might have gained a yard or 2. We are halfway through the 3rd quarter now. This will be the 5th play of the drive for Mirabar. One of the few times they've had a first down all game. Johnson back to pass, looking left. Caught, Algie Crumpler. First time we've called Crumpler's name as he gets close to that first down marker. They're going to call it a 9-yard gain and say he was just short of the first down. Mirabar finally converted a 3rd down on their last one. Now they will have 3rd and inches here. They're going to run a play fake and look out to the right. Conrad's got it, the fullback. And that'll be a first down. A short pickup, but it moves the chains. Gilhooly making the tackle at the 38-yard line. Taking a look at the ticker, it looks like the Knights have dropped one to the Beholders. The Pirates have held off the Zombies 32-28. That game has playoff positioning implications as the Port Nyanzaru Pirates still holding on to that number 1 seed in the conference as that run is blown up. Tumbleweed and Washington making the play. So no matter what happens today, Port Nyanzaru will still hold on to the number 1 seed, and Daggerford will be in 2nd place. 2nd down and 11. Johnson will come out of the shotgun. Flanking him to the right is Barber. He goes back to pass, rolling right now, and looking over the middle. Caught, Washingbeard, and a flag down, and they're going to call a holding on Potion Seller, the center. Well, even his strongest potions will not work on the referee, so that moves them back 10 yards, and they will have a 2nd down and 21 now. They will come out of 4 wide receiver set. Johnson looking off to the left, almost picked. Knocked out of the air by Kevin Rhombus. He was trying to find Washingbeard again, and now they will have another 3rd down. They've converted both 3rd downs on the drive so far, but this one 3rd and 21, very unlikely. We'll see if the defense is able to get them off the field. 3:20 to go in the quarter. And Johnson will go back to pass. He looks over the middle and incomplete. There was some contact there, as I think Boomstick might have got there a little bit too early, but they might have said that pass was uncatchable, as he really got a lot of air underneath it. And once again, they will bring out Ulrich to punt for the 7th time in the game. They continue their putrescent offensive performance here. Rhombus will take the punt from the 25, trying to find some room off the right side, and he will get about 10 yards on the return. He takes it to the 35-yard line. So first down and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Plenty of Rogues backups are going to get into the game here, as Mike Lunchpail is checked in as the primary tailback, and we will feed him up the middle on first down, and a good hole opened up by the offensive line, as Lunchpail will pick up about 6. Ozymataz Buckshank resting on the sidelines, as well as Brandon Manamalayuna has checked in as the primary tight end. Leaching room under center will hand it off to Lunchpail up the middle, and a huge hit taken down by TJ Slaughter, living up to his name on that one. A 2-yard gain. Now it'll be 3rd and 2. Leach under center on 3rd and 2. We'll go back to pass here. Looking out left for Gordon, and knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage that time. Leach trying to force it into the double coverage. We go 3 and out. We'll have to punt it away. So they will take over at the 25 after the punt, and they will send Wallace in motion off the right side. I formation behind Johnson. All of the defensive starters still in for Daggerford, and they go off to the right. Caught Wallace, hauling it in right over the shoulder of Ilko, and that will get them a first down to the 40. Johnson, 7 of 23 for 55 yards and a pick. Those are the worst stats I have ever seen. I'd like to get some more picks off of him, see if we can't get him a 0 quarterback rating. Here's Johnson slipping a tackle now, and he will pick up a yard. Hard-earned yard there. Moving it downfield, as he was hit hard by Sarkhan the Wise. 2nd down and 9. Barber in the backfield, and they will send Washingbeard in motion off to the right side. Johnson will go back to pass, looking deep off to the left into double coverage, but Ozymandias made the catch inside the 20, in between 2 defenders. I don't know how he got that one, but he did. And finally, they have gotten it into the red zone for the first time in this game, as time dwindling down here in the 3rd quarter. And they will come out of the I formation. See if they snap it here. They do. Johnson looking over the middle. Knocked away. Incomplete. Justice Bunn got a hand on that one and swatted it out of the air. 2 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. They will line up under center here. Johnson with the toss to Barber, right side, and he jukes and jives, but doesn't get very far downfield. Tackled by Kevin Rhombus. That is how the 3rd quarter will end. Daggerford leading 38-3. We will begin the 4th quarter with a 3rd down and 9 from the 17-yard line. Johnson under center with 4 wide receivers in. He goes back to pass. Defense is in a zone, and he completes it to Washingbeard, but short of the first down, and now a fumble, and we've got it. Villalobos has it. The big man getting a chance to run with the football, and now they are going to quickly challenge that one, as to me it looked like he was pretty clearly down before that ball came out. You see the nice tackle downfield by Rhombus, preventing the first down, and yeah, I think that ball was forced out by the ground. The old adage, the ground can't cause a fumble, as I believe John Madden is fond of saying. And I don't know what he was stretching out for. He was leaping the wrong way. Well short of the first down, so either way, it's not going to be a first down for them. And we'll see what the ref says here. They overturn the fumble. And now on 4th and 3, they will keep the offense out. You see the Giants down there, they have won a game. The Fireballs defeated the Sharks 44-6. And 4th down here, they go for Barber. He picks up the first. Good for him. To the 5. They will keep the drive going. I mentioned earlier, the Mirabar is playing for pride at this point. I don't really think they're going to come back, even if they get in the end zone here, but I would still love to keep their score as low as possible. And that's a great way to do it, as Cobweb picks him off in the end zone, and Travis Cobweb taking it up the sidelines now. Will they catch him? Ozymandias in pursuit, and he's not going to get him. Travis Cobweb with a 100-yard interception return. Oh my goodness, 106 yards, and that is the longest touchdown in the history of the Faerun Football League. Just adding insult to injury there, as we'll set the record. They went for it on 4th down and everything, and it all was for naught. 106-yard touchdown to make it 44-3. And here is Fantone, number 44, to kick the extra point. His 6th extra point of the day, and he must be getting tired, but puts it right down the middle. And it is a 6-touchdown lead for Daggerford. Travis Cobweb, another defensive touchdown for the Cobster, as nobody's ever called him that. I'm probably never going to call him that again. I hate it. As soon as I said it. Even before I said it, I knew I was going to hate it. But there's Wallace on the return. He takes it across the 20. Tackled there by Cobweb. Gotta love Cobweb. You know, he's such a tough player, getting out there, returning an interception, 106 yards, and getting out there on the kickoff. And now he's out there playing cornerback again. Just doesn't take any time off. We love Travis Cobweb. We've always loved Travis Cobweb. Here's a toss to Barber on the right side, and Polamalu will force him out of bounds after a gain of 6. Never said a bad word about Travis Cobweb in these parts, and his contract will be up at the end of the season, and with the way that he has played in the last few weeks, I think he's a pretty strong candidate to re-sign as they throw it for Wallace. He breaks a tackle, gets him a first down to the 45. They'll keep the chains moving. First down and 10 from the 46. Back to pass, pressure now from Bunn, and he got him, Justice Bunn, with the sack. A loss of 3, and 2nd and 13 upcoming now. Fans have started streaming out of the stadium here. Mirabar, Binwin Bronze Bottom Stadium. Johnson looking to the left and caught. There's Wallace again, making the catch at the 32. Ilko in coverage, and finally they are starting to complete some passes. This is what I keep talking about with the Rogues pass defense numbers. We've been opening up big leads in the second half, and teams are able to just get garbage time passing yards against us, and that's a big reason why we are number 32 in the league in pass defense. Not because we're bad, it's just because, actually it's because we're good. So there's another completion to Ozymandias at the 10. Look at Nifty Johnson's career stats there. 1st and 10, he will go back to pass. Looking to the right, and caught! Touchdown! There's Jim Jean. They finally break the plane, and that will get them right back into it. The fans are going crazy here in Mirabar. Love to see the enthusiasm from the Miners faithful with their team down by 5 touchdowns. That was a 10-yard strike, a rocket pass to Jim Jean. Here's Bucky Armstrong, the most hated person in the entire world. He gets the extra point, and that'll make it 45-10. Well, with 7:56 to go in the game, we can take another look at the offensive production. The Miners have made it a little bit more respectable, but again, all of that is just in garbage time. And now, oh, what is Leach doing here? Calling an audible? We didn't give Leach the power to call audibles. And she has called a pass play. Leach wants to go deep, looking for Tugboat on the left, and through his hands. That was a surprisingly great pass there from Leach, who really, we told Leach we were just going to run the ball here. But I think Leach maybe taking it into her own hands a little bit. I don't know what she's doing. I'm not in control of whatever is going on here from Leach Ingram. We've called a run play to Lunch Pail, but Leach is going back to pass again, and now rolling left, trying to dump it off, and sacked. And quite frankly, she deserves it. There's another sack for the Mirabar defense. They're calling the Monday defense here. On 3rd down and 16, Ingram will come out of the shotgun. 7:15 to go in the game. Going back to pass. Leach looking for Bennett. And wildly inaccurate. Leach still has not completed a pass today. Just a classic Leach Ingram performance. Leach 69 in every single stat. Not the best quarterback. And here's Fred Pantoliano to punt it away again. Getting a lot of action in the second half, Pantoliano. Indica Wallace will call for a fair catch. 1st down and 10 for Mirabar, looking to repeat the success they had on their last drive when they got it into the end zone. Here's a play fake and a throw out to the left. Washingbeard runs out of bounds? Well, okay. That could have been about a 25-yard gain if only Beezer Washingbeard had stayed in bounds, but alas, just ran straight out. And yeah, and now, oh, they go for Washingbeard again and makes the play. Dragging a couple of guys forward. That's a nice gain there. I think mostly the Daggerford defense is all but checked out at this point. I know I certainly have. I'm just pushing buttons because I really want this game to be over. 45-10, not much left to play for. I'd like to get a 50 burger if we can, but Johnson going for Rob Conrad, and that'll pick up another 1st down. He continues to add to his passing yards. And And another look at the total offense. The Miners up over 200 yards passing now. Johnson will run the play fake and complete it again to Washingbeard, but a flag down, and that is going to be a holding on Vermin, the right tackle. That erases the completion and pushes them back to the 35-yard line. 1st and 19. The defense in the nickel here. Johnson back to pass. And he looks right. Caught. There's Washingbeard making the play. Back to pass. Johnson looking left. Intercepted. It's Rhombus this time, and he will put it on the ground. A fumble, but he gets it right back. So another pick, the 3rd of the game for the Rogues defense now. And so we are tired of Leach Ingram's shit, and we have decided to bring in Bartholomew Bad Baby, the giant quarterback baby, getting some action for the 2nd week in a row. We'll hand off to Lunchpail on the right, and hit hard by Lars Schmetterling. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. 4 minutes to go in the game now. We will again hand it to Lunchpail, and again, Schmetterling there to meet him. 3rd and 7. Bad Baby back to pass, and looking over the middle for Gordon, and there's a completion, but just short of the 1st down, as Gordon couldn't turn it upfield in time. So they hold us to another 3 and out, despite the completed pass by Bad Baby. And on 4th and inches here, Pantaleano coming into the game again to punt it away. And the kick is high, and it will be caught at the 18, and fair caught at the last possible millisecond by Indica Wallace. 1st and 10 coming up. Back to pass Johnson, pressure, he gets it away, and it's incomplete as Tyler Boomstick jarred the ball loose. 2nd down and 10. Johnson will come out of the shotgun here. 2.5 to go in the game. Back to pass, pressure, hit as he throws, and caught. There's Wallace getting it across the 20. Approaching the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 2. Johnson back to pass, looking over the middle, nearly picked, just a spun, had a hand on it that time. And on 4th and 3, they will bring out the punt unit. So we will take over, hopefully for the last time, with 2:10 to go in the 4th quarter. Bartholomew Bad Baby coming out with 2 tight ends, and Lunchpail in the backfield behind him. Lunchpail will get the call on the left, and he will pick up about 5. 2nd down and 6 now, and we are going to run the same exact play. Lunchpail on the right, and he will get about 4 more. Schmetterling sniffing him out again, making the tackle. Now it'll be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and why not just run the same play 3 times in a row? We hand it to Lunchpail, and well, I guess that's why you don't run the same play 3 times in a row, because Baldwin there was totally ready for it. And that is a 3 and out, and we will be forced to punt it away. So with 39 seconds to go, Mirabar will take over at the 20-yard line. Down by 35, needing a miracle if they want to get back in this game. Nifty Johnson under center. He will go back to pass, looking to the right, and caught Tiki Barber, but that will not get very far. Back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they hurry up. They do. They will get back on the ball. Johnson has really improved the stats, 19 of 40 after the 7 for 23 start. He will go back to pass again. Pressure coming now, looking left, and caught Ozymandias. He is rumbling to the 30, the 25-20, 15-10-5, touchdown Mirabar. A 79-yard touchdown strike, and that will get Johnson over 300 yards passing. And it gets them just a little bit closer. They are now only down by 28. Could we be witnessing a miracle finish here in Mirabar? No. No, it doesn't matter at all. That's... It's nice for them that they got the touchdown. I'm happy for them, but it's too little, too late. 45-17 will make the score just a little bit more respectable, but not really that much more respectable. Are they going for an onside kick? They are not. I don't know. Who cares? Here is Ulrich to punt it away. And Spuds back for the return, and I think we're just going to have Spuds just let it go. Out of the end zone. Touchback. This should be the last play of the game, and I'm going to run the same exact play as I've been running, because I have no creativity. Hand it to Lunchpail up the middle, and he is going to be face masked, and that is, of course, going to stop the clock. Well, 2nd down and 5, and we are going to run the same play again. See how they like it. You can't be expecting it. Who would run the same play 5 times in a row? Here's Lunchpail shedding a tackle. Picking up 4, and that is going to do it. The final play of the game. The Daggerford Rogues have gone into Mirabar and just absolutely thrashed the playoff hopeful Mirabar Miners. Final score will be 45-17 as the clock dwindles down, and we will take a look at the stats. The final whistle rings out, and this game is officially in the books. It is a 4-touchdown victory for Daggerford, winning by 28 points. The defense has to be very happy with their performance through 3 quarters. They kind of let up a little bit in the fourth quarter and let Mirabar get a couple of consolation points. But we absolutely dominated in the first half, and they had no answer for Alex Appleseed and company. Appleseed finished with a 133.5 passer rating. He had 271 yards on 16 of 21, as he had 12.9 yards per attempt, and he is potentially going to set the record for that category in a season if he continues this, as he is averaging just about 10 yards per attempt on the season, which is ridiculously good. And he's just been able to stretch the field downfield by throwing it deep. Ozymataz Buckshank had another great game, 5 catches, 79 yards for him. Damian Bennett got in the end zone on a touchdown catch. Sylvester Gordon had 3 catches for 32 yards. Tugboat had 2 catches for 60. Frank Sandman had 2 catches for 54. Rushing, we did not do as well, as Damian Bennett had 34 yards. He did have 3 touchdowns on 16 attempts. But for the most part, we were held to just about 2 yards per carry as a team. Leach Ingram did have a nice run, so good for her. Girlfriend Vancouver ate 5 pancakes, continues to be the team leader in pancakes on the season. Travis Cobweb, our leading tackler today, as the defense took most of the second half off. Gerard Tumbleweed and Justice Bunn got in the backfield to make tackles for loss. Bunn was our only sack today. Kevin Rhombus had a pick. Lefty Washington had a pick. Travis Cobweb had the longest touchdown in Farron Football League history. 106-yard interception return for a touchdown. And he also deflected 3 passes. Cobweb has been just transcendent in the last few weeks. Really has turned his season around. A complete 180 from where he started off. Nifty Johnson finishing with a 59.6 passer rating. He did end up with 306 yards, and it would have been a whole lot worse if it weren't for that last-minute 79-yard touchdown that nobody is going to remember. He was 20 of 41 on the day, and he threw 3 interceptions. So back to the drawing board for Mirabar, as they were terrible today. And there is your player of the game, Damian Bennett, with his 4 total touchdowns, despite only getting 55 yards combined between receiving and rushing on the day. So let's take a look around the league and see how the other games shook out from Week 12. Week 12, of course, Thanksgiving week, or should I say Snakesgiving week, as the Thartisson Snakes had a game on Thanksgiving, and they pulled out a 41-21 victory in a rivalry game over the Thole Tanther Panthers. And so the Snakes appear to be for real this year. They've got the great running back Jesus Moses, who's leading the league in rushing yards. He has been brilliant all season long, and they are 8-3 now and looking like real threats over in the NFC. The Marsimber Mind Flayers have dropped their second straight game after starting the season 7-2. They now fall to 7-4 with a loss to the Silvery Moon Unicorns. The Knights have fallen to 5-6. They have lost to the Sundabar Beholders, and they are in danger of being knocked out of playoff contention. They pretty much need to win out in a contested Sword Coast division if they want to have a hope at potentially getting a wild card this year. The game of the week, the Zentile Keep Zombies, defending champions, going to Port Nyanzaru, and my goodness, what a good game. 32-28 the final, as Zentile Keep went into the final period leading 28-17, but the Pirates able to score 15 points in the fourth quarter. Carnell Lewis with a 21-yard touchdown run, and then Jennifer Hyacinth closing it out with a go-ahead touchdown with 2:33 to go. The Pirates advanced to 9-2. They continue to be the AFC favorites, and they are looking like the class of the conference. Just a well-oiled machine. Great on offense and defense, and I really hope we get a chance to play them in the playoffs, as I would love to avenge our 37-3 loss to them from Season 1. The Luskin Fireballs also looking like a dominant team, as their offense is completely rolling. Fireballs with a 44-6 victory advance to 8-3 and are also tied for first place over there in that NFC. The Harpers have fallen to the Giants, so the Harpers dropped to 6-5. The Giants trying to get back in it. They are now 5-6 after their 36-13 victory. The Athkatla Adventurers have defeated the El Terrell Hell Wasps. The Hell Wasps falling to 5-6. threaten to be knocked out as well. The Space Hamsters advanced to 6-5, and we've been talking about them as a potential dark horse this season. They really have turned their fortunes around this year. They are much, much better, much improved from where they were back in season one. They are 6-5 and sniffing at the playoffs. The Dragons getting back in the win column with a 27-17 victory over the Cremor Iron Golems. The Rogues, that's us. We win. We saw that. The Icewind Dale Direwolves have lost to the Zola Trolls. The Trolls looking like a sneaky good team. Remember back in week one, they kind of trolled us. They put 38 points up on us and a Rogues victory, 45-38 in a shootout. But the Trolls have been pretty good this year. They are 6-5. The Direwolves dropped to 7-4. The Owlbears here playing the Spiders. We'll go ahead and simulate that one. The Owlbears perhaps favorites to win the championship, and they take care of business on the road in Minzo Baranzan in the Underdark, winning 31-14. And the Monday night game is the Manshaka Tigers against the Daramar Gnolls. And the Tigers have won, so the Gnolls drop to 6-5. Taking a look at these standings, the Rogues holding on to first place in the Sword Coast Division, a game and a half ahead of the Dragons at 7-4. They have won a couple in a row and are looking to put some pressure on us down the stretch. We will face them in a couple of weeks. We've got the Knights again next week in a very short turnaround. We just played them, and we're going to play them again. They're 5-6, and on the outside looking in, Space Hamsters at 6-5, tied for a potential wild card berth. Over in the East Division, the Marsember Mind Flayers holding steady at 7-4 in first place there, despite giving up more points than they've scored. The South is dominated by the Pirates, but the Gnolls are a pretty good team as well. They are 6-5. And in the North, the Miners, one game ahead now of the Everland Blink Dogs and Yartar Giants, so it looks like this division may come down to the wire. Any of these three teams could make the playoffs, and I think it'd be a surprise if the Blink Dogs did, but the other two teams are pretty good. Over in the NFC, we've finally got some teams separating themselves a little bit. The Luskan Fireballs, Esmultaran Owlbears, and Thartissan Snakes are all 8-3, and the Zentile Keep Zombies, Thultanther Panthers, and Icewind Dale Direwolves all right behind them at 7-4. And then we've got a couple of 6-5 teams that are currently on the outside looking in of playoff contention. The Zola Trolls and Beardusk Harpers are right behind everybody else. So it is a very crowded top of the NFC. And in the AFC, the Rogues currently the second seed. The Mind Flayers would be the number 3 seed. The Miners would get in, and the wild card teams would be led by the Waterdeep Dragons, who are 7-4. But we've got a glut of teams here in playoff contention. It is going to be an exciting home stretch, and I will be here for it, doing this. I'm Todd Gonzalez. Thank you for watching this episode of Fantasy Football. We took care of business, 45-17, and I will see you next time.